All right, let's talk about the Idaho 4 and Brian Kohberger. Is there possible connections through other people, maybe, or other murders? And like we said weeks ago, I think he's killed before, and I think there could be uh, ties to drugs. If it's true what they said that he was a heroin addict, then that would explain, some of the other murders that are so similar to the Idaho 4. Were they were they murders to kill, but also supply his addiction? That may well be. I don't think. I think he was just. He's a crazy, right? He's more crazier than people probably don't understand. There's crazy, and then there's crazy. And I believe he's just a sicko. Even if this was his first murder, he's still a very sick person. And people give him way more credit than what he deserves, right? So, what's going on with that case? We don't even hardly know. And you won't know the truth until the case comes out. You know, until the case comes out. It's the same thing with the Summer Wells case and the people that are involved in that case and the fake photos and videos. Yeah, everyone's doing it. They're hackers, folks. They're people that created madness because of drugs or whatever it may be. You know, they they created it themselves. Brian created his own world in madness, and we have seen it in so many channels. A lot of people now on YouTube are saying there might be some the devil involved, Satan stuff. He was a very cold. His eyes are very cold, dark, and witchery, sorcerer. Maybe. We don't even know. Now there's videos out there saying that the girl's intestines were hanging from the ceiling fan, and this is what happens in America. It's a very sick society, really, but it sells. Just I'm witness to that. Horror movies, they sell. You know? So, yeah, people do bad things. Some people are saying that we got a problem in America with crazy people taking our kids and sacrificing them. I believe it. Witchery, okay, you know, I believe it, folks, and so do millions and millions and millions and millions of other people. It's ugly. How many people are outraged at this? But that's what happens. You know? So, do I think there's connections? Well, I said way before anyone else, and I don't want to take the credit. It's just I had a different thinking pattern than them. I've seen the real world: drug addiction, alcoholism, uh, abuse in the world. So I know it's possible. Why? Because I've seen it with my own eyes. So, and that's the problem. I think with some of these people is they don't know what kind of madness really exists and how evil and the world really is. You know, you know what? I don't take my word for it. I don't know nothing. Okay, but you know what? I don't want to know how dark this world really is. So I'll just take it for granted that these people are doing very bad things: witchery, sorcery, sacrificing, trespassing among us, everything the Bible said, and they can't hide behind anything now. There's power in numbers. Sure, there is. If you need I don't need that in my life. The drama, all that. I think he's killed before. I think he's built his way up to this. It's possible if he was a heroin addict, he killed for that. And is it possible to function as a human being on a drug? Yes. Yes, I told you that before weeks ago. Depending on the dosage that he took, yeah, he would be able to function. You know, depending on what kind of situation he wanted to be in. Heroin will take you to where you will pass out within a second. Your eyes will start. If you want to take that much of it, some people that are addicted to it, they lower their dosage. Why? So they can get through the day and not get sick. So yeah, it's very possible he did these things. Will we know? Not until court. Not unless they come out and throw new charges on him, or they they link it themselves. You know, the same murders occurred, stabbings. Now either Brian Kohberger is a copycat killer, and he seen the opportunity and he took it, hoping, hoping that they would pin it on someone else, and the murders that happened before the Idaho 4 were so similar. Possibly, possibly. You know, anything's possible, really is. That's my opinion. You know, could he have had a grudge with these girls? He could have. He could have known them. He could have known them. He might have known a year before that when Trevor got stabbed, or Travis and his girlfriend or whatever. They were smaller size, and he probably preyed on them too. Maybe he was stealing and killing for money to support his habit. Maybe we don't know the truth. Why? Because we're going off of YouTube. That's why. And information is put out, and these people ain't always right. Even the news places put out fake information. So I do believe he's a killer. I do believe he's killed before. And um, is it possible he did do heroin and he was killing? He could have been selling it. Maybe they did owe him money. Anything's possible. Maybe he was the the college supplier, one of them. You know, maybe it's all a lie that these people put out, and he wasn't a heroin addict. We don't know. Maybe someone set him up. It's possible. But from what they say, they got evidence, and you won't find out until court, right? So we can make all the videos we want saying this is our theory and everything. There's no law against that. He's innocent till proven guilty. I agree with that. Is it possible to set somebody up? Oh yeah, sure. Oh yeah. And you know what? They might find out later on, a year, 2 years, 10 years. They might never figure it out. 20 years, they might say, "Oh, we got evidence that the guy was set up." It's the hassle of having to be brought down to a police station. You get locked up with people. You got to sit in jail until you go in front of court. Um, it's that trouble. And then you got to survive in prison because everyone thinks you're a killer or a rapist or whatever. So, yeah, I mean, anything is possible. Anything. You know, people will do anything for a high, for fame, for anything. Anything. Satan will cover up anything. He'll attack anybody. Uh, And he's a deceiver, a liar, and a killer. You know? And keep remembering, folks, some of these little ladies that you just think are grandmas or whatever, that you just think, you know, are, there's no way it's a woman. She's not a killer. She's not a, yeah, there's no way. Are you kidding me? No. Yeah, well, it happens. You know, it happens. Men are also controlled by women, and women are controlled by men. It goes both ways. Could someone have been controlling him? Could he have been sleeping with somebody, one of the girls maybe, or someone that he could have been. He could have been wrapped up in witchery and sorcery. He could have been dating a witch. We don't know. Anything's possible, though. Why? Because if we go by the Bible, Satan is a very evil person and not good. That's just my opinion in this case. I know you people are going to get pissed for my opinions, but there's only two options here. Either he killed because he's seen an opportunity that there was two more stabbings before the girls in Idaho 4. He knew that there was no suspects in that case, and if he killed them girls somewhat similar, that they would think someone else did it, or he's the killer of the other people. He's the stabber of the other two couples that happened way before Idaho 4. You know, I know people are going to get pissed, but I don't know. I don't say. So there is my opinion on that case. Could he have had help? Oh, yeah. We won't know until the police or FBI act. I even have questions about him getting pulled over only in Indiana. You know, if a lot of these people that claim that the police were on the ball and the FBI were on the ball, they were tracking them, well, they probably would have been stopping them at every other state and really watching him if they thought he was some kind of a serial killer. Can we agree on that? Something's up here. I'm not figuring it out all right now because there's a bigger picture here. And I think we might be missing a little bit of the pieces. But I think we are on the ball where something's up. And I believe he killed way before he built it up. Or he's just some psycho and said, I'm going to kill just to kill. And I'm going to try and set it up to make it look like it was someone else. And that's why Brian killed, with a grudge. Maybe he did have a grudge against someone in that house, and he killed him to make it look like it was another murder. Now, that's my opinion on the case. And quit making fake videos, people, and quit editing sound bites and everything, deceiving the people. And for every one good video you watch, there's 5 deceiving videos, and manipulating people and attacking people in their chats, and they're saying you can't belong to this channel, you can't, and then it's just it's unreal, really is. It broke my heart, really did. Now, you folks have a great night. Lock your doors and windows. Not because any of you are in danger, right? Only because it's the smart thing to do, right? Now, you ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. Be safe. And like I said, we'll know something's up if they put more charges on him before the court. Here's the thing. I wonder if the survivor of the one murder can ID Brian, because she did survive. So, it's interesting. We don't know. Of course, the government, well, they'll tell you you're a liar. That's not true. You know why? Because it probably is true and they dropped the ball. You know, which a lot of people now are saying, you know, is how you went halfway across the country and you weren't stopping them at every other state or have a drone flying the whole time behind them or anything, geez. What about this case that happened 6 months or 8 months before Idaho, which, good God almighty, it seems like the same stabbing. You know, maybe. Now you folks have a great day. Be safe. And, you know, don't trust everybody, I guess.